I have been following developments around media, mainstream media and independent media on the continent, and I see that South Africa is toast for the very same issue of illegal immigration. This is like a reaction on my part. Uh, you know the usual refrain when it comes to uh, discussion around illegal immigration in South Africa. It is the usual oversimplification of the issue, castigation of South Africans as xenophobic. But what really caught my attention was the developments in Nigeria, wherein lawmakers in Nigeria, led by none other than President Tinubu, are said to have moved very strongly that South Africa should be sanctioned. South Africa should be reprimanded at the level of the AU. And you know, this is not the first time that Nigeria has been making this kind of a noise. And the reason why they want South Africa to be sanctioned? Because of xenophobia. And for me, this is baffling. It is baffling for the reason that this is tantamount to what Donald Trump did to Nigeria, threatening to attack Nigeria because Boko Haram was attacking Christians, blaming the actions of a militant group that is killing both Muslims and Christians. And now Nigeria is turning around. They are framing the isolated incidents of confrontation between South Africans and illegal immigrants as a state-sponsored activity. Because if you punish the whole country, I can only assume that the Nigerian government is assuming that it's moving from the premise that the South African government is sanctioning the actions of South Africans who are confronting Nigerians. And that is illegal immigrants, I mean to say. And that is mind-blowing for me. We know what Nigerians are doing here in South Africa. You can come to me, I can take you to Sunnyside. I'm sure you can take many people, you can go to many people around in South African Joburg. They'll take you to where Nigerians are selling drugs. We have got footage of Nigerians beating on South African police, going into police station, and it's regrettable that we've got that kind of a woke police force, because as far as I'm concerned, that's what I can call it. The discipline is no longer there. The considerations are cosmetic considerations, gender, this, gender, that. Or, I mean, there's no merit as such in front. The cosmetic issues have become the core issues. And I'm not saying women cannot do SAPS work, but I'm saying even if it's a woman, get a woman, get a man who can do the job. Don't just make up the numbers, because safety and security is serious business. You know, even the police in during the apartheid days, you didn't just get a man who just looked weak, or a woman who just looked weak. You could see when you look at them that they were competent, but also they were physically up to the job. So that is where we are. It is just like South Africa saying, we have arrested these Nigerians doing 1, 2, 3 in South Africa, and now we want to move for the AU to sanction Nigerian government. And these governments, the likes of Nigeria, they don't comment around issues of Nigerians selling drugs here in South Africa. They don't say anything about Nigerians misbehaving and doing as they please in South Africa. But the point that I want to make, which is very strange, is that imagine a mother who abandons and throws away a baby only to rock up to accuse an adoptive mother of the same baby that they threw away, and accuse the adoptive mother of not giving proper care to the baby that the mother had thrown away. And the point that I'm making, if you don't get me, is that some of our African leaders mismanage their countries, just like the ANC has started doing in a serious way here in South Africa. They mismanage their countries. They undermine the rights. There's, in most countries like Nigeria, there's serious undermining of rights. Even protests are crushed heavily. But surprisingly, after these leaders have forced their citizens to look for greener pastures, the same leaders rock up to champion the rights of their own citizens, whom they've caused to flee their country. They come and champion the rights of their citizens in South Africa. Please try and make sense of that for me. And you know why they do that? They champion the rights, they suddenly become interested in the rights of their citizens. It's because they are not going to pay the bill. Because South Africa must pay the bill. You know what is happening with our hospitals. 50% of mothers giving birth there are not South Africans. Because of the clueless ANC, everything is free for everyone in South Africa. Even those who are not deserving. The schools are overflowing. There's no place for children, South African children, to go. You are not prioritized as South African. You are just the same as any other person. Which country in the world does that? So, that is my problem. I've got to call out the hypocrisy of our African leaders. They don't take the issues of governance seriously. Somehow they take us for a fool. I don't know what they take us for. They mess, just like the ANC has begun to do, or has long been doing, has become accustomed to doing. They mess up, they pillage, they rob their countries, they mistreat their citizens, to the extent that the citizens feel that the only hope for them to realize their full potential is to go out of the country. As soon as those citizens come to South Africa, the same presidents rock up and say, our citizens must be treated with dignity. The dignity that they failed to afford their citizens. Make sense of that. I don't know what they take us for. But another nonsensical argument is that because we helped you during the period of the struggle, you have got no right to say anything. We must come to your country and do as we please. Please, they must show me that agreement. We didn't sign up for that. Many South Africans died for this country. And I'm sure that Nigeria received and continues to receive help from other countries. Those countries, even South Africa, MTN is investing there. Many South African companies are investing there. South Africans are not roaming the streets of Lagos or wherever, Abuja, Ibadan, selling drugs and doing all manner of things and working as if they own the country. But here in South Africa, because we have received help, of which we are grateful, but we never signed up. We never signed away, rather, the right to govern our country. to be told what to do. We don't tell Nigeria how to run their country. We don't tell them how to enforce their law. But they want to tell us that we should not enforce the law. Yes, you've got citizens who will react in a negative way. I'm the first one to say it is counterproductive to manhandle your fellow African brothers and sisters. Go for the rogue party, the ANC. Vote them out. Use your vote. Don't hesitate. And get a government that will quietly implement the law without causing any controversies. Make sure that those who bought IDs in South Africa are investigated and they are taken away and they are deported right away. Make sure that African brothers and sisters, only those who come here legally, only those who come with scarce skills, come here and help us build South Africa and make Africa strong. But we cannot compromise. We must call a spade a spade. We cannot compromise as far as enforcing our laws. And as citizens, we have got the right to protest against our government and demand that the corrupt ANC must begin to protect this country. So that's my take. What do you say? Please like, share, and subscribe, if this content resonates with you. This is The Voice in the Wilderness. My name is Rendani.